What's going on, TJ Fitness Daily News Reviews, and together with me today, C4 on the go, carbonated pre-workout from Cellucor, and as they say, the #1 selling brand for pre-workouts in America. Listen, people. I'm gonna take you through the concept of this thing. What is this thing supposed to be really? Is this a bang competitor? Is this something else? Then I'm gonna take you through the label, tell you what's in it and should you care, and then we're gonna try this one together. This is actually my second can, so right after we try this flavor, I'm gonna share with you my personal experience and tell you what I think about it, my final verdict. Let's get right into it. Okay, people, so listen. You know, the energy drink market is blowing up. I mean, it started with Red Bull really like, 20 years ago. Then Monster drink came in and they offered finally like an energy drink that didn't taste like medicine like Red Bull did. And then Bang came in and said, shit man, you know what? My energy drink is better than yours, and brought in 300 milligrams of caffeine that actually got the attention of people because it was like the most fully loaded energy drink. But they also brought in amazing flavors and brought some variety in. Still, until today, probably they own the market. Then High Power Potion came in and tried to introduce their energy drink, sort of a Bang competitor, really a Bang replica to a large extent. They added like 50 milligrams of caffeine, but not a lot of difference. And then they came Celsius, which their sort of angle is more the fat burning angle. And then now America Labs are coming out with an energy drink, and Cellucor couldn't stay out of the energy drink market. But actually they did have like a C4 on the go. C4 RTD, it was these plastic bottles, and it wasn't carbonated. So really C4 on the go is their first carbonated energy drink. And you know what, from a marketing perspective, it makes perfect sense. If I'm Cellucor, I'm going after that market. You're selling these babies, not this specific, but any of these babies like the Bang energy drinks for $2.50 a can. That's a big market. People buy them, people buy just a lot of them, and people buy them also spontaneously, or they keep them on the go when they go to work, they're driving. I do that all the time. I get Bang or Monster drinks on the go in 7-Eleven or whatever. Cellucor have huge distribution, huge. I mean, they're everywhere. They can reach everywhere. They're big enough. They have a lot of marketing power behind them. So that makes perfect sense. Anyway, let's talk about the product itself. Different from a Bang energy drink and maybe Monster, which are sort of an on-the-go, pick-me-up energy rather than really a pre-workout, even if they're positioning themselves sometimes a pre-workout. C4 Original on the go is really supposed to be a carbonated pre-workout. And the way that you can notice that is if you look at the label. So, the Bang Energy label has like some creatine, but very little really. Some BCAA, CoQ10, but very little really. It's all proprietary blends also, and they have a lot of caffeine. So it's really a pick-me-up, right? It's Red Bull, basically. Red Bull had taurine and caffeine. C4 Original is really trying to replicate, to some extent, and I'll tell you the differences, the formula of C4 Original, which carries the same name, same branding, same coloring, same everything, and also the same flavors, as I'll mention in a second. So it carries the same mindset and the same formula of a pre-workout. So this is really supposed to be a pre-workout. Let's go on the label, and I'm going to put it here so you guys can take a look at it, and you'll understand, I think. The C4 Original, the powder, each scoop has 6 grams of a big-ass proprietary blend, to a large extent, big-ass proprietary blend. The energy matrix is proprietary. Same thing goes here. The energy and focus matrix is proprietary. Actually, most of it is proprietary here, to be honest. What they have there is 150 milligrams per serving. Here you get 200 milligrams of caffeine per serve. So this is similar to the Monster drinks to a large extent, less than the Bang Energy. But on top of that, you get beta-alanine. They don't say how much, but let's say that they took the same thing like the C4, so it was 1.6 carnosine beta-alanine. Then on top of that, they have citrulline malate, which we're used to from pre-workouts, right? It's a pump inducer. Now, how much? 6.73 citrulline malate is the first ingredient. My guess, 3 grams of citrulline malate, 1.6 milligrams of carnosine beta-alanine, about 1 gram of betaine, and then 250 milligrams of N-acetyl-tyrosine, and 200 milligrams of caffeine. This is just my guess. In the C4 powder, if you're a C4 powder user and you like C4, and I know some of you are, hey, JV Training, this is a shout out to you, C4 lover. then you'll find that the C4 original has 150 milligrams of caffeine, so less caffeine, but it also has theacrine. So this one, I mean, mostly to a large extent, and there's arginine and creatine nitrate for pumps. Here there's citrulline malate. Anyway, long story short, very similar conceptual formula to C4 original, the pre-workout. So really, this is an on-the-go carbonated pre-workout, which brings to, I mean, the real question here is, what is the use case? Like what, so bang, I get the use case. I'm on the road, I want to wake up. I'm during work, I want to take something. It's a pick me up, right? Just pick me up, just replaces caffeine, right? More caffeine, concentrated caffeine with a flavor that's not caffeine. What's the use case here though? I mean, why would during the day would I take a pick-me-up that has citrulline malate or betaine or betaine or beta-alanine? I just don't see it. So this is really a pre-workout. So the question again is, where do you take a pre-workout on the go? Like you're traveling, so let's say you're driving to an hotel, you're not flying obviously, because then you'll need to send this with you. And if you're flying, why wouldn't you take a shaker with a powder, or just like a couple of sample packs, or just the box? Seriously, I mean, if you're sending it, because you can't carry this with you on a plane. So I'm not sure I really get it. So maybe the only market I see for this is, you know, the old ABB power shots or whatever they're called. Like, so in the gym, you have these things in the refrigerators. Someone comes in, he just forgot to take his pre-workout, he's on the go, he's visiting, he's whatever, and he buys one of these things on the go. So the only place I see for C4 original on the go is in gym refrigerators. So like a spontaneous amount, because I can't see myself buying this thing at a 7-Eleven. Again, I just don't see the use case. Why would I go with beta-alanine tingling and all that shit? This one is the frozen bombsicle. I think it's supposed to be like a cotton candy, blue raz, whatever. Let's try this. Listen, it's a carbonated drink. It's a bit too sweet for me. I don't like the sweet flavors, and it has definitely a very sweet aftertaste. Let me try this again. Oh yeah, very sweet. You know, like if you would drink just like a syrup, like a sweetener in syrup form, like a mayo or something like that, and you would just drink it directly without water. This is a bit of how this tastes, like the aftertaste. So the taste itself is fine. It is sort of a bumpsicle, whatever. It's like a blue raz, but the aftertaste, super sweet. It just hits you right in your face, super sweet. I don't think I would, I mean, I wouldn't buy this flavor honestly again, because I just don't, I don't like sweet first, and this is just, the aftertaste is super sweet. As far as my experience when I took a full can, so listen, this actually does hit you like the C4 formula. You do feel the beta-alanine tingling. It's not crazy tingling because you have 1.6, I'm assuming 1.6, it's a proprietary label. Everything I said before about amounts except the caffeine is just my reverse engineering of the formula. But long story short, I do think that this has about 1.6 carnosine, just based on what they have in the original C4 powder. You do start to tingle, and it's an uncomfortable feeling if you're just sitting down and you wanted to pick me up. So this is really a pre-workout. So I would say this, as far as an actual on-the-go pre-workout, so I'm going into the gym and I forgot my pre-workout, and I'm desperate, right? I need something. So probably compared to the other, you know, whatever it is, Extreme Shot, RTD, or the ABB ones, Power Shot, or whatever, this is probably a good competition. And if I'm Cellucor, like I said, and I know the brand, I'm regular for C4, I'm used to C4, then I'll go for it. It is not a bang competitor. Not a bang competitor. The flavor itself, like I said, I don't like it. It's too sweet, the aftertaste. And that's it. If this video was helpful in your on-the-go pre-workout decision-making process, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel to see more reviews like this, because this is what we do here, people.